everyone, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm using my phone. I've been having problems with my computer ever since I tried to install that external microphone, the third one. So right now it's reinstalling Windows. I had to do a restore on it. It is, I don't even know what time of the morning it is. Probably 2 or 3, because the advertisements are on the TV now. What I have for you is some udon noodle soup. I don't know how slurpy it's going to be. I don't know. Let's see. Now that I've got the phone, I can probably do a porn shot, right? How's that look? Let's see. Let's take that. I haven't torn them apart yet, but oh, that looks good, doesn't it? It's very fishy smelling. It had one packet, and I forgot what the name of it was, but it smelled like really strong dashi in there. It looks like there's miniature shrimps in here, so it's probably a seafood. I think I showed it to you in one of my kitchen mukbangs. And then over here we have kimchi. My daughter had bought a gigantic bowl, and we had kimchi jjigae. I told you she made a big pot of it. That's what the container looks like, for those of you that can read Asian writing. So, but it smells, thank goodness I like fish. My wife would have cringed at this. So, I was going to do a no talk ASMR with this, that small one, but I don't know what the volume sensitivity is on here, so I'm probably going to regret it. But if I hear the sounds, I'll label it ASMR. That's pretty nice and seafood at tasting, almost like a seafood soup. Non-spicy jampong, if I had to guess. Oh. Now, we made this tofu. There's not a single thing tofu on here, y'all. Kimchi. Dumbass. The kimchi tastes pretty fresh, and you don't normally get a good kimchi soup flavor when you use the fresh kimchi, because that's I told you back when I first started making kimchi soup, I always thought they were hiding an ingredient from me, and the ingredient was the sour part of the kimchi. But you can kind of cheat. For those of y'all that don't know, by adding vinegar to your soup. You kind of add a little bit at a time until you get that kimchi soup flavor, because that's kind of what, when kimchi sours, it starts having like a tangy taste to it. So that's kind of a cheat if you're really wanting kimchi jjigae, kimchi soup, and your kimchi's too fresh. But I noticed that some of the juice is getting a little thick, so it's going to start to turn soon, which kind of perfectly fine with us, because we like the kimchi soup. But I won't get to eat it like this, because once it starts to turn, I don't know. I mean, I can eat it like this, sour, more sour as I go on, but it's still crunchy, so it's good. When my daughter picks it out, I always told her I like the base of the Napa cabbage better in the kimchi. Even when it's cooked, I like it. It's got a meatier, you know, you can bite into something. I'll eat the green parts of it. I just love kimchi, but if I had my druthers, I'd rather have the white one. She did good picking a good jar. Yeah, I changed the settings on my computer to try to get that microphone installed, and then all of a sudden my mute button on the keyboard stopped working. I'd have to use the installed keypad, you know, the installed mouse, if I wanted to turn the volume up or down. So I don't know what was that all about. And it seemed like playing of the videos, the volume was kind of turned down, and if I turned it up, it sounded like terrible speakers, like shot speakers. So I thought, well, I know that when I first installed that microphone, it said that it was installing drivers or looking for the driver, but it would only move a fraction, and after an hour it still wouldn't move, and I thought, something's wrong. So I stopped, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but so I thought, well, I gotta restore it, bring it back to before I started screwing with it, and then I'll try to install it again. Sorry, I can't see my face, but it's good. There's nothing like nice hot ramen juice or udon noodle soup juice. Love udon noodles for the fact that they taste to me like ramen noodles, but they're thicker, so they're a lot chewier, and I like that. And I think that's what I love about the Shin ramen so much, is not only the flavor is better than regular ramen, but the noodles are thicker. Well, I started cooking this, heating up the water for this. I was like, what are you dummy? Your computer's installing. So, I went ahead and I'm filming on my phone, and I'm filming sideways, so it's not going to be that little narrow shot like my second video. I'm going to down the side. To taping on my phone is that it will take flipping forever to upload. So I'll probably be late tomorrow afternoon by the time you see this. It's like Wednesday morning at about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see. Maybe if I keep the video short, it won't take as long. I've noticed a lot of views on my Mommy Tang video. I hope that if y'all make videos and you like her or love her, you will make one for her to watch. Poor lady. if I can. I forgot. Most delicious. Ah. Mm. Man. A big ass chunk. I might cut it down, but I want you to see it close up. Now that is better than the Walmart kimchi I showed you. Got a little bit of kimchi juice on my H. Yeah, let's see if I can cut that. I'll tell you, one kimchi I'd love to try is ponytail kimchi. I want to taste that so bad. I think it's a type of Korean radish, and it's like a narrow pear-shaped, the radish part of it, and then it's got green stalks, which is what, you know, ponytail. It's simply SOL or simply SSOL. Man, she was eating those today, or I don't know when she filmed, but I was watching that newest video of her. It looks so good. So yesterday, technically yesterday, remember for me it's still Tuesday because I haven't been asleep yet, but I took my mom. Today, Wednesday, is actually her birthday. Me and my daughter are going to take her out to dinner. But my wife has to work today, so she wanted to be involved in the birthday festivities. So we took my mother out yesterday, Tuesday, for her birthday also. And we went to Cheddar's, I had fried chicken. So anyway, we got to started talking about childhood and all that, and my daughter was talking about this trailer when I got pregnant. I wasn't married, so after she was born, I had moved in with my parents for a while, and then me wanting to be on my own. It's when I started working for the state, making good money. Anybody knows, getting started is expensive, so any way I cut expenses when we first moved out, and we lived in this little bitty 2-room trailer. Really a piece of crap. But it was ours, and we were excited. And she talked about the time that people who own the trailer didn't have skirting around it. The mobile home didn't have skirting around it. And so the pilot light kept going out in there, and we would freeze. And she talked about how much fun she had because you still can't see it. She would the pilot light would go up, we'd be freezing, and after a couple of times I finally gave up and said, okay, we're going to grandma's my mom's house to ride it out. And it wasn't long after that that I found a better place. But we talked about how I really couldn't afford daycare, or I suppose I could, but I was trying to save money, and I thought, okay, I think I was getting a partial check for that time or whatever, but she was about 4 or 5, and I would put my back against the wall, and she would sit on my hip and read books most of the day, or she'd watch black and white TV, and we laughed because it would be divorce court. And one of the televangelists, I don't remember who it was, and I finally had made the decision that it was time for daycare when my mother lived. She was a housekeeper, and she lived in the town because we lived in the neighboring town. You know, the towns I told you bumped together. And so she would work in our area, and sometimes she would stop by and see us. One day my daughter comes running in. Mama, Mama. I said, what? Grandma's here. My mom. And I said, okay. You know, I'm all, okay, I'm getting ready. You know, I'll get up. And I went out there, and there was nobody there. So I called my mother. My mother was already home. She goes, no, I never tried to stop by. When your child is loading enough to hallucinate, she's getting visitors, it's time to get the child alive. Even at 4. So, I think we ended up moving into a different place, closer to daycare. And I worked it out where she got daycare, but... And my wife asked her, she was like, I thought we told her about it, but maybe not. And she goes, but with those good memories? She goes, oh yeah. She remembers us getting under the blankets in my room with a certain, I had a red and white striped comforter. I got us both underneath there, and we'd eat warm Pop-Tarts and hot chocolate, and she remembers that. So y'all, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So she remembers those lean times with love and affection. So I love slurping. I was never allowed to as a child. I told you, spaghetti, facing spaghetti. So, if you're on the road, I know you can't do it, and that's okay. Try it one time. I bet you'd get tickled to death. This is really good. I would eat it again. It's got kind of a shrimpy, but it's kind of a briny taste, you know? Kind of like when you go to the beach and you swallow some seawater, ocean water. Have y'all ever done that, or am I the only weirdo? Well, I thought it was going to take longer to eat, but I'm done. A little bit of juice. I'm going to spill it. Watch. See it? See it in there slosh? I just did. Oh, fuck. Oh, crap. All over my keyboard. The mouse part. I hope I didn't screw it up. Oh, my gosh. Well, we'll find out when I try to use it. Oh, well. What are you going to do, people? Accident waiting to happen. You probably were going, don't do it, don't do it. You know how you are. Okay. I'm done, y'all. It's almost done. I'm not doing it again. I'll do it away. No, see. It's just so on my belly. No. Little man will probably lick it and wonder why he's obsessed with my shirt on my belly. And all that's left is like the greens. And so, anyway, quick little mukbang. I was about to grab the mouse for the laptop to turn off this video. Tisk, 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 Fluffy. Oh. Anyway, thank you for watching and coming into my living room so early in the morning. Only my weird behind would kimchi and udon noodles at 3:30 in the morning. Anyway, God bless everybody. Positive vibes out to all of you out there. I'm at 110 subs. I never thought I'd get there to y'all, and I've only been doing this since June. That seems like a very short period of time, so I really appreciate y'all supporting my channel, especially for the basis that it was created. You fiber warriors, hang in there. Those of you that are not fiber warriors that find some entertainment in between all the fibro chat, I appreciate that. It's really helping me. It's really helping my brain fog. I don't know if y'all notice, or am I still screwing up as much as I was in the beginning. It just feels like my brain is a little bit clearer. So not 100%, it'll never be, but I really am having a great time with it, and that's specifically why I wanted to view. I'm sitting here going, I could eat a little something, and I really miss my people. I made that video for Mommy Tang, and I did so happily. And I thought, well, let me do a mukbang real quick, and I wanted those udon noodles. I showed it to you, I think, on one of the kitchen ones, and I needed to try it because I never had the flavor. So my daughter's bought a few more instant noodles. She bought one that looks really bizarre, so she said we'll test it together. So that's what we're going to do. So anyway, again, God bless you, positive vibes, and I hope y'all have a great week. And the wife goes back to work today, so I'll probably do. Of course, my daughter's still not on assignment yet, so she's working home base. But anyway, I'll get some more out here. I'll get some more mukbangs out here because I so enjoy doing them. Anyway, y'all take care. Mwah. Bye.